YouTube. So I made a video yesterday. I might repost it, but I ended up having a conversation with one of my lady friends, and she told me that I needed to take consideration of the lady that I was talking to. Right. So for context, I said to give up on African American women. Now, and the reason why I'm saying it like that is because I genuinely care. I actually genuinely care, and I want things to be better. And so, one of the reasons why I even said it in that way is because it's my understanding that I feel like, and I made an assumption. I made an assumption that if you black in America, you pretty much have a common experience of being black in America, whether you're male or female. When it comes to being male, I know what I was told. You can't do the same things that some of your white people do out here. Some of the white people do out here, you can't do the same things. So I know when I get pulled over, I have to speak courteously. I have to make sure I'm doing as much as I can to make myself seem less of a threat so that I don't lose my life. There are things you got to do in this world as a black man that nobody ever really cares about for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just told you can't do certain things. When I walk into a fucking store with my hoodie up, regardless of the stereotypes, you know what I'm saying? I already know that motherfuckers are going to be looking at me like I'm about to steal some shit. I'm coming with a hoodie, black motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I might just be cold. I got short kind of hair, you know? So when it's cold outside, I want my ears to be cold and shit. I put a hoodie on for that reason. But regardless, I know that if I ignore the unspoken rules of America, I could lose my fucking life. Because of that, I have to move a certain way. Now, with the way that I responded and the way what I said to the lady is on the premise of us having that common experience, knowing that you gotta move differently being black in America. With that being said, when you are acting the stereotypical African American black stereotype, even to your brothers, your black men, you want to talk about injustices of America all the time, but when you treat your own black brothers, no, fuck them, they even co-workers, you know what I'm saying? You treat your black brethren like another motherfucking stranger out here. Now, obviously, the person that you're talking to or whatever has to show you respect. If they don't show you respect, obviously that's a whole nother conversation. I show respect. Lots of black brothers out here show respect. I approach black men and women in the workplace with extra compassion because I understand what it's like being in this motherfucking world. Not knowing who to talk to. Not knowing who you can let your hair down with. Not knowing who you can let your language around with and shit like that. And so for black women, African American women in particular, to be so fucking, to not, you know how they say you give a person an inch to take a mile? Well, if you're black, you need to give other black people 6 inches. I'm not saying let them steal from you, not saying let them do this and do that, but there should be a much higher level of tolerance for the shit that they do and they go through. And it's like, when you don't even give them the benefit of the doubt, when a motherfucker is actually trying to get to know you, this is the things that I'm saying. This is part of the reason why I say, like, and this is part of the reason why in the black manosphere, men are looking outwards. They're talking about going outwards. And my stance is, I like following Kevin Samuels' channel and shit like that, y'all. I like watching the shit he got to say. I understand. I love seeing the content over there. I know what he says, but his actions kind of veer towards like, look, man, there's so many different options out there, man. Don't just limit yourself to black women. Go to other women and shit like that. And marriage, unfortunately, is something that men control. And now, I wouldn't even say unfortunately. It is what it is, am I right? It is what it is. Women, you can propose. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to. You want a man to propose to you on some traditional type of shit. But if you ain't going to be a traditional type of woman, you can't be mad at what the market demands. You can be mad, but what you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? And so I literally want to help. So if women are tuning into my channel, I want them to know what the stereotype is for African American women. And here's the deal. Open your mind. And if you disagree, ask a question. Ask me why I feel the way I feel. This type of This type of opinion does not just stem from the black manosphere because I'm regurgitating what other motherfuckers are saying. I've been on this planet 26, almost 27 years. I've experienced this shit. I came from the suburbs in the country, the fucking Midwest, where it was only black and white people, mostly white. And still, the way that black people act, the black women and men act out there too, it's like, this ain't stem from me regurgitating from what other content creators say. This is lived experience. This is lived experience. Time and time and time and time and time again. Even in Dallas, Texas. Shit the same way out here, man. Shout out Dallas, Texas too, by the way. Had to get my goals in. You can't really see it too well, but fucking with them. First day putting them in, man. I've been waiting to get these. Got the bottom ones. I might do a review on them. But anyways, I just wanted to get into that, man. Like, this, it's just, I really want to help, and it's so often, and here's the deal too. A lot of women want to come into these spaces and talk about, oh, but you just talking all this shit online. It ain't doing no good in person. Well, how about the fact that motherfuckers have been trying to say the shit? Men have been trying to tell you and communicate eloquently to women about the things that they want and dislike. It's always disregarded. Where do you have to go? The internet's for this shit. We want this to change in real life, but if women aren't willing to open their minds, open their ears, and actually be fucking feminine women asking questions instead of always jumping to assumptions, anytime you disagree, once again, let me say this again, y'all. I'm not trying to generalize, but I am generalizing. I'm generalizing because it's important. As a black man, my mama told me I can't do the same shit as white people. My mama told me. Not even just my mama telling me this shit. Lived experiences. Driving around while fucking black, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter what kind of character you are inside. If people assume and get judgments of you from the outside, you have to contend with that. You have to actively contend with it. And you got to keep it in your mind. Black women, stop being so fucking mean and angry and defensive. African American women, stop being so fucking distasteful. Now, instead of just clicking off and just thinking, oh, this is another man hating on women, ask the question, what does distasteful mean? Ask motherfuckers to ask this shit, man. Ask motherfuckers that say this shit. Instead of just assuming, you just run off, your feelings get a little hurt, you feel a little offended, and so you want to pull out your fucking claws, your knife, and you want to start talking shit. Well, guess what? This is why brothers ain't there behind your back to protect you. You want random brothers to fucking protect you? We don't give a fuck about you because you don't give a fuck about us. Especially when we tried. I gave the example of the feral cat, stray cats, stray animals. Why the fuck will someone with self-respect go try to adopt a fucking feral ass cat that every time you approach is just hissing at you? Pull out the claws. Every time you try to come to this woman, you want to talk to her, you want to approach her, give her a compliment. I got a boyfriend, nigga. Nah, it ain't like that. Like, it's just deplorable ass attitudes, man. You gotta try harder with your black brothers. This goes back to the thing about what Kevin Samuels say about black women don't even want to fucking smile, man. This is it. This is fucking it. And it's my generation that's even worse with this shit, bro. It's worse with this shit. Like, generations absolutely older than us, fucking terrible. But for all this information to be out here, for you to be living these experiences, for interracial dating to not be as taboo, quote unquote, it's opened up the doors for a lot more people. But I mean, we're here to, like, it's black people. Black people find salvation with other black people at the end of the fucking day. Like, you can still marry outside of your race, whatever, do what you do, whatever the connections are, shit like that. But even in my personal opinion, I could date outside my race easy. I don't prefer it. Why? I feel like a piece of meat. I feel like I'm just a body. I'm a dick. I'm an aesthetic person. But white women and Hispanic women, some Hispanic women can a little bit. Hispanic women, that's why Kevin said Hispanic women are black women's biggest enemy. And so Hispanic women can understand you a lot bit. And I prefer, instead of just saying fuck African American women, I go to African women. I prefer African women. I get the best of both worlds with it. I get the black woman, but I also get the intelligence. She's also been raised in a patriarchy, whether or not she likes it or not. An African woman has experience in the patriarchy, whether she likes it or not. Most African women come from families. If I want to domesticate it, if I want a very beautiful, fucking foreign ass, fucking educated, intelligent black woman, I'm gonna get an African woman, especially the African women that come to America. Come on, they already, bro, the filter is already done. These black women that are from Africa, their families are from Africa, they're first generation, second generation, fuck. If they were born in Africa, came here as kids, the filtering is already done. Their family, as well as her, have the mindset of wanting better. No matter the cost. Her family, if they're here in America, their parents were born in Africa, came here, had the kids and shit like that. Yo, they are on the mindset of wanting better. They are already some of the elite of the Africans out there. Like, it's a no-brainer to me, in my opinion. Fuck this African American shit, bro. I hate to say that. Like, and the reason why I'm saying this, if you're African American woman and you take this, and this is your experience, I just want you to understand what men like me are thinking. I'm making shit. When I get my W-2, I'll show y'all. If I didn't hit 100,000 this year, shit, I'm close as fuck to it. I'm somebody that's out here. I'm aesthetically pleasing. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of shit going for me. I'm a great guy. I'm a catch. And it's like, I don't want African American women because of how abrasive they are, how ghetto they can be, how unfucking submissive they are. Like, even if I'm saying this shit, these are trigger words. Yes, they may hurt. But you know what a feminine woman will do? She's going to speak her mind, but also be like, well, baby, why do you think like that? Well, why do you know, I want to know why. I want to know why you think like this. What? Damn. You actually asking a question instead of just fucking spewing out toxicity? Damn. You asking a fucking question. Wow. Wow. Not to mention, you know what? I'll go ahead and post the video up. I'll post the video up just because the shit that I said in it, especially towards the end, was hella good, man. It was really good. I did want to apologize to y'all out there because one thing about even in this content shit like that, I've got to learn myself is when I get a bigger audience, I can't just say shit. I can't just go ranting and just saying any old thing that I want to say. And so I wanted to be emotionally open with all of y'all and just apologize for the way that I did come off. But I'm here to explain myself because I understand people don't have the courage or the resources mentally to even ask a question that's uncomfortable. And so I wanted to be the bigger man and come out here and make a video clarifying and explaining and apologizing. So I'm gonna put that video back up, man. And I just, you know, it is what it is, y'all. I just wish people would ask more questions. So with that being said, though, man, I got big things coming, you guys. 2022 is gonna be amazing. We finally finished and finalized the LLC. The LLC is here, you guys. I'll make another video on that one, actually. I'm finna post that one later. So I'm gonna finish this one. I'm gonna wrap this one up, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's your brother Trey. And I'll see y'all later.